Welcome back, Virgo. We're going to continue. I ended with the Lovers and the Five of Earth. All right, so let me let you look at the three at the Morgan Greer first. All right. This is also pretty awesome. I'm going to do a little numerology, or at least like let you in on the numbers, because you have like a reverse progression, but it's the major arcana, so it doesn't necessarily have to go forward. It's major arcana. It's life lessons. It's not time. It's like where time doesn't exist, like in reality. Not this reality. So all right, so we'll go this way first. So you have 8. Well, also different decks, the strength card is different numbers, but on this deck, this is Morgan Greer. So it goes, you have 8, right? Am I doing this right? Yes. Roman numerals and making sure I'm not doing the reverse seeing thing. All right, and then you have 7 with the Chariot, and then you have 6, right? With the Lovers. So you could look at this the other way. So look at it, 6. The other way, the Chariot's in the middle there. 7, 8. All right, so let's start with the Chariot. All right. This guy has his badass armor, probably not made of plaster like in my video. It probably has like metal. And his heart is the sun. So he's coming from his own place of truth, his own light. I mean, it's a really weird color here. It's like he's coming from creativity, red, but it's like creativity, passion. It somehow had been muddied up before. I feel like it was dusty. And this guy is just riding out of the dust into clarity, because there is no dust in front of those horses. He has a black horse and a white horse. And he has the reins of both of those motherfuckers, and he's taking them on and charging forward. Right into where he needs to go. Right where the universe, his soul, his, God, nature, his path, destiny, his decision, everything is coming together and moving him forward to where he needs to be. It's like you understanding the left path and the right path, the yin and the yang, the male and the feminine, the dark and the light, and taking hold of all of it together and making that all work for you. Riding into victory. I mean, this is victory card. And this is also on top of the sun. So this is riding into the sunset, or not the sun, the daylight. Everything is on your face. That mask is off and the sun is hitting your face. And you're riding into your victory because you're being your true self. You've become your own angel. Your own connection between standing on this badass platform that is of the earth and stable and grounded. And you're taking your face and you're raising it towards the sun. That sun is also beaming from out of you. Your whole world is being lit up because you're following your truth, Virgo. So, think of Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow, but make that shit come out today and yesterday at the same time, since time is relative, So, you have strength. There's a taming that's gone on in this strength. So, I mean, this one has a girl and she's holding this big ass lion under her arm, and the lion is completely tamed to her, although it could reach up and bite her fucking head off, but it's not going to. There's a trust and a bond between them. A lion is a cat. I always think of dogs as our protectors in the physical world and cats as protective in the non-physical world. And I have a visitor. Speaking of dogs, we have some synchronicity and a little protector in the physical world. He wants to play with his ball really bad. Really bad. He wants to go on the sled and play with his ball. That's Hamlet. I know. I know. I hear you, but I have 10 more minutes of the video and I can't pause it or I have to redo it. So I'm just going to keep recording. But you're welcome to talk. Since I just did Leo and now I'm doing Virgo, so they both include her a little bit. So, all right, so you're going to tame your lion. Mine is a wiener dog right now. He's going to sit. Oh, that was an excellent sit, Hamlet. And you're going to tame your wiener dog and or lion in your life. The thing that's the untamable. Okay? It's not something that happens immediately. Sometimes with a wiener dog, you have to do it like 20 times. Even though their smart little ass actually got it on the second time. It's like they tested you all the rest of the times until they decided that maybe you knew what you were talking about and now they'll listen. So maybe you have like a bull-headed wiener dog lion, Virgos, that you've been taming. It's a situation in your life. It's a person in your life. It's an idea in your life. And it's caused, you've had to have compassion with it. You can't smack it and be mean, or now you broke the trust. It had to be slowly developed with strength and determine. You have to be yourself. If you're going against the line, you can't bend. You have to have as much strength and confidence in yourself as that lion, but you have to be smart because you have the intellect, and the other side is based on animalistic instincts. They're more primal going on here. So whatever you're working with is dealing with a more primal instinct. Now, in other decks, this is like in the Thoth, it's lust, it's not strength. And it has this girl on this like 8-headed lion thing under the ground, and she's reaching up, which is her reins, and she's naked. She's like getting off on the lion, purring or whatever, and she's reaching up at this thing. It totally looks like a clit. It looks like a clit. But think of that. Not to go weird with this, but think of the sensitivity of that. Not too hard, not too soft, not too warm, not too cold. Like everything has to be just right and touched so sensitively, perfectly for it to be tamed and to trust you. And sometimes that might take a little bit of time. You might have to do the same thing over and over and over with gentle. You can't get hard and rush it to go. It's not going to happen. You need to just work the right pressure until it's ready. I am so sorry to go sexual with you, Virgo. But if you're like most Virgos, you can come across as the complete angel, but in the bedroom behind closed doors with who you want to be, you're a complete dirty whore. Don't pretend you're not. All right, so that being said, let's move to the lovers. We've got a decision here. I mean, you can go, this is a 50-50. It has to be both people making the decision. But I would prefer to say in the relationship, it's 100-100, right? Not really a 50-50. So there's a decision being made on which path to go. In the other decks, there's two people there. This is a pretty sexy lover's card. I think this deck was made in like 1979. That's a sexy year. So you have the lilies. So you have this pure love that's meant to be. They're not like going at it. They're in the pre-time. They're in the getting each other hot and heavy and talking about what they're gonna do later time. The decision making to go forward. So you still have the innocence and the lasting beauty of the cow lilies, but they're completely naked, and he's got like a nice hairy ass and she's got some nice nipples going on there, so you know that the sexy time's gonna be coming if they both make the decision to have that. Perhaps you've been holding off for a very long time to do the correct sexy time, so that is tamed and there is no power struggle going on with however this decision is being made. Now, behind the Lovers, the energy was the Five of Earth. And this is like fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So, you know, I said before, Virgo, you're making a decision to take your mask off and step into the light and be your true self and take the reins of your chariot and go. And maybe that is in a completely new path than what you've done up until now. And that's scary shit. So you just have to trust yourself. Maybe that's why we're getting the Page of Water. Maybe this is somebody in your life that's bringing you inspiration to tap into your own intuition and psychic insights better. Perhaps this is you taking on this energy so that you can have this in your life. But there's something about the true you coming to light, work, you know, because the base of that is this, you know, the apprentice, doing something new. Maybe you need to dive your ass headstrong first into something you've been thinking about that is really something of interest, something that you will go to bed early on purpose because you're that excited to wake up the next day and do it. Do you have that now? Because you should. You should want to be like, hello world, wake up into the sunshine. Have that in your life. So listen to your intuition. Listen to the signs around you. Listen to those things that are telling you to move in a direction. If it repeats, it's probably telling you to go in a direction. If you're getting stuck about the money thing, know that work it how you have to so you're comfortable. Keep your job and start to do something else on the side. Give yourself a schedule. Take off one day of work so you can do that one time something different. Do it for a week. Do it for 2. Do it where you're comfortable so you do it. Don't be worried about the money. When you start to do what you love, the doors will open up for you. You might end up in a doorway of something totally different than you intended to in the beginning when you started your journey and you imagined this. You might end up somewhere more amazing than you could ever have imagined, Virgo. So when you look at this card here, you know, you have like, it's like this is in focus. You have the leaves right in front of you in this. And then in this forest, there's this city or this palace. It's this hidden temple that's been hidden for a really long time underneath the canopy of the earth, of all the leaves and the trees and everything. And there's this pyramid hidden there. And it has all this grass, so everybody just walked by it and didn't even notice it. And you're the first one to walk into that same forest that everybody else has trampled through, banging their knee on the side of the pyramid. And your eyes, your viewpoint, your perception, your unique sight in this world, your unique offerings to us, to you, to your life, is the one that was able to see that this pyramid was there the whole time and was hidden, and nobody but you saw it. So if you find a pyramid in there, you can't go and uncover that shit all by yourself. You're going to need the help from others. So this is like a big monkey wrench in the physical whatever of your world. It is. It's a big change. Something got thrown in there like a big ass pyramid. What are you going to do about it? Ignore the pyramid? Pretend you didn't see it? Pretend you didn't discover it? Who are you going to tell? What are you going to do? How are you going to go? This is weird. This is different. This is exciting and unusual. And how would you make money off of a weird structure you found in the forest? You don't know. Maybe you're going to change the world with what you found. Maybe there's something in that that's something that we all need to see. I guess you're going to get a part 3 because I'm running out of time, Virgo. And I want to sum this up. So I'll see you in a moment and we'll do a 3rd part.